Did the woman can have it all mentality destroy our family? Or is it causing confusion, restraint? Is this the reason why we're having so many of these podcasters coming on, telling women not to, get with the guy that's probably around the road, the Donovan or the Rufus or the James, who is working his way up and trying to see exactly if he can build himself a family? Is that why?
Are y'all back dealing with each
baby
other?
daddy, because that's what you always gonna be, is a baby mama and nothing more.
I'm a lot more than
Shayla,
a baby
please
mom.
shut up. No, you're not. Okay? But you know what? You know what you are? You are somebody who has always wanted my life.
Amber,
That's
I
your
do not
problem right
want
there.
your life.
Yes, you did.
No, I don't, and I still don't.
I can get another Anthony. But you, Shayla, you have to go after people's sloppy seconds. Because that's all you ever gonna be. A bottom feeder. That's what you are.
Shayla has been told in this entire thing that she can have it all by her mom. She can have it all. She can have the guy, regardless of the fact that he's actually married. Okay? And ladies, I don't want you to act like women aren't out here going after other people's husbands, because they do. So the biggest question I think I'll ask is, what is causing women to think that they can actually have it all? Maybe Sarah can explain to us. Sarah? Yes, Sarah from the Kountry Wayne skits. You remember Wayne's girl? You know, the one that acts kind of crazy? Who built the painting? That same Sarah.
Let's say y'all both make $500K a year. He's making $70K. He got a business plan. He got a vision. He's working towards that day in and day out. And you would have to look up at him on all the intangible. Does he get a chance?
No. I would rather be single.
So let's just put it in perspective. So Sarah's saying the money that she makes, the guy makes $70,000. So we're talking about a guy who could be, gosh, he could be a therapist, because a therapist in Los Angeles makes $70,000. He could be, what else could he be? He could just come out of grad college and be making $70,000. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about a guy who could have just started on his way upward. In other words, he could have just gotten into this field and he's now making $70,000 per year. And by the way, what are we talking about? Like a black guy? Because I'm thinking Sarah is saying, hey, she mainly likes black guys, if that's what she's saying. And if y'all know the actual ratio, the average income of a male is around like $40,000 or something like that. So this guy is way over that particular place in the entire United States of America, and we're talking about $70,000. So it's not this guy is not making anything that low. I mean, it's quite decent. It's not the most in the world, but good God, it's fairly decent. And Sarah is saying no to this.
This is the thing.
Wow.
Let me tell you why. I have gotten to a certain point because I've built to a certain point. I am disciplined in everything. I'm disciplined in relationship with God, in my emotions, in my mentality, in my energy, in my body, and how I eat. I am very disciplined. And so
hold on. So in other words, what I'm getting from Sarah is that a guy making $70,000 is not disciplined. Mark you, I just said to y'all just now that a guy making $70,000 could be coming out of grad college. Wasn't he disciplined in terms of trying to get himself in school, getting that worked out? I'm just showing y'all exactly where this is when she mentions these things. And remember, like I said before, and I talked on this, and I always keep talking on this, these are the platforms the younger generation are watching. So when you say these things, they're looking to see exactly, okay, all right, well, so I shouldn't be doing this, I should be doing that, I shouldn't be doing, and whether y'all want to think this is happening or not, it is happening. I don't know if y'all went watched the video I posted, I think yesterday, on what was that, June 11. I posted a video with Shayla as well too, and I talked on Cassie, and I showed y'all exactly that you had OnlyFans girls, you understand, who were promoting their channel out to kids.
Everyone's heard of OnlyFans, but no one really knows what it is. There's a house in LA, and there's a girl named Sophie Rain, who's a Christian OnlyFans girl, and she's got a bunch of girls that literally look like they're 12 years old, and they make childlike content on TikTok to be able to promote their OnlyFans. It's like, hear mothers that tell me, little girls are now like, I want to be a part of I love it.
Oh my Lord. This is diabolical. It's like a feeder system.
So whether y'all like it or not, these are topics that are reaching little girls. But hey, let's continue.
I would expect that a man is the same thing, because when you're disciplined, whatever you do the most is what compounds in your life. Why would I not give a shot to a person that makes $70,000 a year? I could put you on. Hell, I could even hire you. Come on, let's work together. We could do all of that. But as far as my man, because this is the thing, I refuse to give into a life where I start to feel like I can't have it all.
Okay, so here we go. So this is exactly where this whole having it all came from. You know what I mean? Where we're kind of rooting the topic. I find it weird because it's almost like, okay, let's get candid for a moment, ladies. The truth is, men have always known we cannot have it all. Contrary to actually how you believe, men has always known that they cannot have it all. And I know for those who watch, like, the channel now, the Country Wayne skits, I know y'all have seen Anthony struggling to think that he can actually have it all. But he's not having it all. He's finding this out that he cannot actually have it all. You can't. Men just have realized that, hey, I'm gonna have a lot of money, but chances are I'm not gonna have a lot of time. And then if I have a lot of time, I may not have a lot of money. And then if I have the prettiest girl, then I'm gonna have to have this as well, but I may not have enough time for my friend. Or if I don't have the prettiest girl, then I'm going to have all the time for the family, and I may do this as well. But I'm just saying, we have just always known that we actually cannot have it all. We just realize that it is what it is. You get the girl that you actually get. And even if one of the things men have come to realize, that even if you get the prettiest girl in the world, you've come to realize that there's going to be a prettier one that's coming down the road anyway. And that is exactly where I feel like we're having the issues. I feel like people are forgetting that. Like, there is the order of the next best thing. It's like when men try to do the whole D comparison, like, oh, I got the biggest D, and then you go down, and then the lady said, well, I think I got a bigger one, and then the guy down there says, I've got the biggest D, and then the next girl says, well, I think I got a bigger one than that one. You'll never win. It's one of those things as a man you've come to understand, but I feel like women don't quite get that piece in itself.
I really and truly feel like you've got to position yourself to be found by the person that you want.
Yeah.
If not, what's the point? Create legacy, do all the things, create the family, be happy, find connectedness, but don't settle for. But also, some people should settle. Some people should settle. Some people should stay single. Some people, like, everybody doesn't.
You gotta
doesn't
tell
want
somebody
this.
should settle. So you mean like, so don't desire all that you want. Just take whatever's given to you.
No, I'm saying some people don't want to do the work, so you shouldn't expect someone that does do it.
It's almost like you're looking for like a needle in a haystack. And the thing is, a Sarah coming on these platforms saying this to these women, so it's confusing now, because now they hear her say, hey, she wants to have it all, which we played just before, for you. So she's saying, hey, she wants to have it all, but at the same time she's saying that they should settle. Which is it? Should they settle or should they have it all? I'm just trying to say, this is why a lot of the conversations that are happening is very confusing. I feel like what we're doing is we're not standing on business. And I feel like maybe where we need to be is that, I'm thinking that where we need to be is, I cannot have it all. What I'll do is I'll have the best thing I possibly can have, and I'll work from there. What I'll do is I'll probably have something that maybe God ordained for me, and I'll work from there. And you'll know. When you find the person, you'll feel it. You know what I mean? If that's what it is. Or you'll see exactly something that matches as many of the boxes as you possibly could match. Maybe women are just having too much higher of a standards. And I think that's going to create like issues as you go along, because what you're going to have is, and you're starting to see it before already, where the dating pool is getting very, very weird, because the connect is just, there's a lot of disconnect in the Western world. We've made dating very complicated, a little bit too complicated if you ask me.
For the version of yourself that you are, you deserve someone else that's settling for themselves. And you should be in that realm. High value masculine, high value feminine doesn't choose average because they don't have to. That's just the reality. And I'm not talking about an aesthetic, by the way. I'm talking about a beingness. And then this is the thing too. This is why, and it goes back to the conversation that we've had, being in integrity with yourself and loving who you are and feeling fulfilled, where two people come together to create one. No, 1 + 1 is 2. We are super whole over here. We are overflowing. Right? And so I just feel like for the right man, I'm not intimidating at all, because the truth is, even though I desire these things, a feminine woman is going to bring them out of you if they're not already, like, what's the word when you start it? If they're not accelerated, ignited. Thank you. Yes, that it's going to happen naturally, And I feel like high value means exclusive.
You just can't have it all. I feel like you can't have it all. And what is all? Maybe what we need to probably do is define the terminology all. When women say have it all, what do you mean? Like every single solitary wish that comes up in your mind. I feel like if you were to get every wish that comes in your mind, you probably wouldn't want all that much stuff. Like I know I've wished for like a lot of things in my lifetime. Gold, silver, a bunch of houses, a bunch of cars, a bunch of investment products. I feel like if you had it all, you wouldn't have time to even enjoy the all. I think we need to get back to the whole idea of just how about we figuring it out together? It's become too complicated. How about we actually figure it out together versus you can have it all? I've just never seen a marriage where people has actually had it all. I've just seen marriages where people work it out and work it together. But maybe I'm going off the rails here. Yeah, I believe the have it all culture has become a problem. It has become a real true problem. And I know I have a lot of married people on my channel, people who are actually married. So you know what I want y'all to do? I want y'all in the comments, in your marriage, do you find that you've had it all? And just define what does all mean. Single ladies. So the ladies who are single, define what does all mean. The ladies who are married, have you had it all? Let me know what y'all guys think. I want to hear from y'all. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll talk to y'all soon.